Hello students, welcome to you all once again in your English class. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 6 of your honeysuckle book, and the name of the chapter is Who I Am. Okay, so students, this chapter tells us to believe in ourselves. Every child is unique. Some are good in studies, some are in dance, some are in music, some are in sports. So in this chapter we will read there is an account of 6 different children. So let's see who are they and how they are unique. So many voices, there are so many voices, there are voices of 6 different children. So the first voice is Radha's voice. So let's see what she is saying. My favorite activity is climbing trees. Just outside our house there is a mango tree which I love to go up. So what she is saying, she says that she loves to climb the trees, and at her house there is outside her house there is a mango tree. Its branches spread out, so it is simple to climb up the tree, and I can sit comfortably in the fork of 2 branches. So in that tree, in that mango tree, there are so many branches, so she can easily climb that trees, and she loves to sit on that branches. My mother tells me it is not sensible for girls to climb trees. So her mother told that to climb the tree it is not good and safe for the girls. But one afternoon she climbed up too, and both of us sat there talking and eating raw mangoes. So one afternoon what happened? One afternoon Radha's mother and Radha, she sat on that tree, they were talking and they were eating mangoes. When I am high up in the tree, I feel like I can rule the whole world. So she says when she sits high up on the tree, okay, so she feels like she can rule the whole world. Now let's see, next voice is Nasir's voice. Let's see what he is saying. When I grow up, I want to become a seed collector. So Nasir wants to become a seed collector. Seed collector means one who collects the seeds. We have cotton fields in our village, and every year my father spends a lot of money on buying new seeds to grow our cotton plants. So in that in their village, in his village there are cotton field, okay, and every year his father spends a lot of money to buy cotton seeds to grow new cotton plants. My grandfather told me that many years ago he could collect the seeds from his own plants, which could be sown to grow new plants during the next year. But today that doesn't work. So we have to spend money to buy new seeds every single year. So one day his grandfather had told him that after few years back, okay, he used to collect the seeds from his own plants. But in the present time, okay, it doesn't work, and they have to buy seeds from the market at high cost. Okay, each year, every year they have to buy seeds. I want to find out why that is so. I want to learn how to preserve seeds so that we can use them again and not spend money every year. So why he was worried? He was worried to buy cotton seeds for every year, okay, and he wants to learn. And he wants to learn how to preserve seed. Preserve means how to save seeds for the next year. Okay, so he wants to learn how to preserve seed so that they don't need to pay the money every year to buy the cotton seeds. Now the next voice is Rohit's voice. If I had a huge amount of money, I would travel and travel. So what does Rohit want to become? He wants to become a traveler. I want to see the mountains of New Zealand because they looked beautiful in a magazine picture. I wish I could sail down the Amazon River in South America on a raft. I want to live on the beaches of Lakshadweep and dive down to see coral. So his wish list is very long, and where all the places he wants to go? He wants to go he wants to go New Zealand because he wants to see the mountains of New Zealand, okay, and that he saw in the pictures, and he want to see the Amazon River in South America, and he wants to live on the beaches of Lakshadweep and dive down to see coral. Coral, students, coral are found deep in the sea, okay. I suppose I should go to the Konark temple in Orissa or the old city in Beijing in China and the pyramids in Egypt too. And he also wants to go Konark temple in Orissa and old city in Beijing in China, and he also want to see the pyramids, Egypt's pyramid. Okay, but what I actually enjoy is seeing nature more than old buildings. So why he wants to go all that places? Not only to see old buildings, but he loves nature. He wants to see the nature's beauty. That's why he wants to go all that places. Now let's next see whose voice? Sarabjit. What makes me very angry is when people don't believe me when I am telling the truth. So when Sarabjit feels very angry when people don't believe him, when he tells the truth but people don't believe him. For example, if I tell my teacher that I couldn't do my homework because Ravi borrowed my book and forgot to return it. For example, he is saying if I tell my teacher that that Ravi has taken my book and forgot to return. And next he is saying, or I tell my parents that it wasn't me but my little brother who started the fight. And if he tells his parents that it doesn't he who started the fight but his little brother. But they don't believe. When he speaks the truth, they don't believe. And next he says, or if I tell my teacher that I really did study for the test, even I have got bad marks. So if he tells his teacher that he studied hard, okay, for the exam, but he got bad marks, so they all don't believe him. They all look at me as if they think I am telling lies. So they all think that Sarabjit is telling lies. The look on their faces really angers me. Sometimes I have to look down at my shoes and count to 10 so that I do not show that I am angry. So to hide his anger, what Sarabjit does, he look down at his shoes, okay, and count to 10, okay, so that the people don't see that Sarabjit is actually very angry. Now let's see next. Next it's Dolma. When I grow up, I am going to be the Prime Minister of India. So, what Dolma wants to become? She wants to become a Prime Minister of India. People always laugh when I say that, but I am sure that I will do it. So, people always laugh when Dolma says that she wants to become a Prime Minister. They laugh on Dolma. Everyone in my class asks me what to do when they have a problem, and my teacher always trusts me when something needs to be done in school. So when everyone in her classroom, when every student they shares her problem with Dolma, okay, and the teacher also trusts her, okay. I want to make things better for everyone. So when she becomes a Prime Minister, she wants to make everything is better. I want us to have good hospitals and roads and schools, and she wants to make hospitals, roads and schools. I want to make sure that there are many good scientists in India who will invent cures for disease and send a spaceship to Mars. So she want to make sure that there are good scientists in India, okay, and who will invent cures for disease and send a spaceship to Mars. Okay, so now the next is Peter. My favorite day is the second Sunday of every month. So Peter's favorite day is Sunday. Okay, second Sunday of the month. And why it is favorite day of Peter? On this day, our whole family always goes to the cinema hall to see a film. Because on this day, his family members, they go to the cinema hall to watch a movie. So that's why the Sunday it is Peter's favorite day. My father gets the tickets in advance, and all of us, my grandmother, my parents, my two brothers and I take the bus there. So in Peter's family there are 6 members, okay, his grandmother, his father, his mother and 2 brothers and Peter, okay. So they go to the cinema hall by bus. In the interval, my father buys us peanuts, and I love to sit in the darkness of the hall eating and watching the film. So he loves to sit in the darkness of the hall eating and watching the films. Afterwards, we always stop to eat ice cream. So afterwards, what do? They eat ice cream. Everyone is in a good mood and we all feel very lucky that we are such a happy family. So on that day, they all feel very happy. Okay, and they all feel very lucky. So this was all about your chapter, students. Now let's discuss the question answer of this lesson. So the first is Peter's favorite day of the week is Sunday because, so the answer is here, on this day his whole family always goes to the cinema hall to see a film. Now the second is Nasir wants to learn. So Nasir wants to learn, so the answer is here, how to preserve seeds so that can be used again without investing money on them. Now the next is Dolma believes that she can make a good prime minister because, so the answer is she wants to make things better for everyone. Now the second B, write true or false against each of the following statements. So Peter is an only child? No, there were 6 members in his family, so false. When Sarabjit gets angry, he shouts at people? No, he looked down at his shoes. That I already told you. So it is also false. Nasir lives in the city? No, Nasir lives in the village. So it is again false. Radha's mother enjoys doing things with her. So yes, it is true. So please write down this question answer and true false in your copy. Thank you.